Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting evening of Overwatch. My name's Amanda Commanda Dupuis, and I'm here with Shadi Zeddy Hana. How are you doing today, Zeddy?
Doing great. I'm really excited for our UCEA season opener, University of Texas, Dallas versus St. Clair.
It's going to be a good match, I think. Looks like the boys might have finally met their match this evening.
Yeah, you were telling me before the stream that University of Texas is, at least their main team is a full Grandmaster team, so definitely a much stronger lineup than what we've seen from some of the other schools that we've played against so far. I'm hoping it's going to be a closer game than previously, for sure.
And as always, tonight we'd like to thank our sponsors, St. Clair College, the St. Clair Student Representative Council, St. Clair Alumni Association, Zuckerman School of Business and IT, PC Outlet, and Tim Hortons.
With other sponsors, we want to be able to host these awesome events, and it looks like we're about to get started into our first event of the night, our first game here in our Best of 5 series, St. Clair versus University of Texas here on Oasis.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a good match. Both teams are choosing heroes right now. Looks like we're going to have the classic St. Clair kind of brawly dive comp that we're seeing a lot in the meta right now, and looks like University of Texas is going to do something very similar as well.
Yeah, and I mean, often with Overwatch, these meta games, you find they're pretty locked in. You usually see similar comps. Both teams coming out here. This dive is very popular right now, of course. So we see Justin off to the side here, just using his heals, keeping everyone, his team alive up, available, pushing into the front here, just getting some all charged up here. No one's really committing to anything in the fight. It's kind of just slow, easy pokes. But they are chasing in Cotero. He does manage to get out alive, and University of Texas manages to hold on to the point here and establish themselves first. Skullet's actually finding his coalescence already, committing it immediately into this fight. It's going to be slow back and forth here. Justin responding with a coalescence of his own. Both teams kind of just happy to poke off to the side, and Prince Wada actually manages to find Lucio off on the side here. University of Texas losing that support. He watches their health bars fall. Winston goes down, Moira goes down, Diva goes down. That's going to be a quick and easy wipe for St. Clair.
Looks like St. Clair is going to try to push up to these doors here to really assert that win and make sure that there's nobody hiding behind those hallways.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen that from them before, right? Like St. Clair, this lineup, they're very aggressive. They know what they have to do. They know where they have to be. And when they get those kills, they often chase those stragglers and hold those front doors and make sure that they don't allow anybody to get free ultimate charge for nothing, right? We actually see committed here from Strider going into the backline. Winston gets knocked down. Skullet gets taken down as well. The Diva Mech gets popped as well. And it's just a massacre here at the beginning of this point here on Oasis. 25% already secured for St. Clair. And Dallas not really able to do much for themselves here at the start of this point.
For sure. St. Clair does have to be careful, though, because Blank has come up on his EMP, and it looks like he's kind of sneaking behind, so they have to make sure to watch their backs, or else they won't be able to use any of these ultimates to this fight.
We actually see first-person view on Blank here in the back, completely behind Seymour on the Diva here, probably looking for a hack on that mech. Seymour does have the ultimate available, and I'm pretty sure University of Texas knows this. We are likely going to see the hack coming out here quickly, but there is actually the Diva bomb being committed right before the fight even breaks out, and the immediate mech hack into the bounce back here from Sombra. Derpy actually taking out 2 on the St. Clair side, and it looks like St. Clair is actually going to lose a couple here, almost losing the entire team. Strider barely making it out alive, actually getting taken out here, and that's going to be a full team wipe for University of Texas.
Well, we haven't seen that happen to St. Clair yet this season, really. A few times, but looks like they have met their match, and it's going to be a closer match here, as St. Clair only got to 70% before University of Texas Dallas could reclaim that point.
For sure, the 70% is quite a bit to cap. However, I think the more concerning point to me is all these ultimate charges available for University of Texas. And we actually see a number of ults being committed here, available, already going in with the Death Blossom, not managing to clean up any kills, poking in from the side. Looks like he's just going to quickly reset back. Prince Wada does get hacked after committing the Primal Rage, and that's going to be a triple kill for Cotero with the Death Blossom. Inspire cleaning up Justin on the back. Wada is soon to fall, and Texas holding on to this point with an amazing amount of strength and dominance here.
For sure. We saw ultimates committed left, right, and center, and it looks like right now St. Clair is not doing great in their ult economy, and same thing is going for University of Texas Dallas right now, because nobody has ultimates, and only Sombras on both teams are coming up on their ults, so...
Yeah, and the danger with a situation like this, right, is that with Dallas having the point kind of confirmed here. While both teams are charging their ultimate, Dallas is still getting percentage charged in. But Strider with an awesome pick onto Mini Punch in the back. Lucio goes down here, and we saw it last time. Once that healer goes down, the rest of the team is soon to fall. Dallas getting poked out here. Available, taking that aggression, poking and slamming into Critero. The headshot directly to the face. That's the double kill. Cleaning up on the Moira on the side. That's going to be a team wipe. Available is on fire, and that's an easy cap back for St. Clair.
Wow, they make it look easy sometimes. I don't know how they do it.
They really do. It's quick, strong target focus. Like you saw there, right, with Strider jumping in on the back onto the Lucio, the hack, and just the falling headshot tracking, that beautiful tracking as he was falling off the launch pad there, cleaning up that Lucio kill. It was him and I believe Wada at the same time on that target focus, and it just shows how well this team knows and trusts each other, right? You see Strider committing the hack up from the top here, available with the Death Blossom available, waiting for the perfect time to use it. Critero does take out Wada on the back. St. Clair may just take the reset here. We do see available actually going down. With St. Clair on 99%, I think they're comfortable taking the full reset here, and they're going to give the point over to Dallas, but they're not ready. They're not done yet. They've got some ultimates available, and they're ready to swing this back here on this last and final push.
Both teams have Reaper ulti for this fight, and looks like Apostle's also coming up on beat, so both teams are about even for ultimates, except Yustin has a Coalescence and Seymour does have a Diva Bomb for this fight. So if it's a battle of the ultimates, St. Clair might be able to win this point, but somebody needs to touch within the next 5%, and it looks like they do. Here we have Derpy. Oh my god. Secured by University of Texas, Dallas, before St. Clair could even touch there.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit of a miscommunication there. It looked like St. Clair had their feet kind of just on the side there, and were just waiting for the perfect moment to jump in, and the call was just never made, and the point actually just swings right over to University of Texas. St. Clair dropping that first point there on the 99% to 100. Just an unfortunate circumstance there. The game's going to go 1-0 for Texas in this first point on the Oasis.
Very close match. If this one round says anything about this game, I'd like to see the rest of the game be like this, you know, back and forth fights, lots and lots of skill on both sides. We can definitely see that for sure.
Oh, for sure. And you can tell that St. Clair's squad really wants to make up for that misplay there. A little rattling, to be honest, to see that we've seen this team be very dominant and very communicative in these last couple games. They really know each other well, and they know how to follow up on that. So we're hopefully going to see kind of a swing back to perfection here at the start of this point. Derpy does actually manage to take out Yustin in the back with the fireball. A couple kills get traded back and forth, but it looks like Texas is managing to hold this point pretty strongly. And Somber's just going to kind of claim control of that side room as they push the St. Clair squad back to base.
St. Clair kind of has a taste of their own medicine from these last few games, pushing teams all the way to spawn. Now they're kind of getting the same treatment now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you're really good at doing it to other people, but it may not be as easy to do it to others yourself, right? Mm-hmm. It's a tricky situation.
St. Clair's looking like they're looking for a pick just to get in. Wada's leading them in to the fight. Both Reinhardts go down there. Oh, but Prince Wada prevails, and it looks like they're going to try to clean up here. St. Clair's going to clean up on University of Texas. Skullik's popping his Coalescence. Can he get a pick with it? It looks like he got Prince Wada. So really, it's anybody's game right now. But it looks like Seymour gets a kill, and and their University of Texas Reinhardt came back, but it was too little, too late, and St. Clair seems to have capped the point.
Yeah, and I think what really went well for St. Clair there was just, again, it's that target focus, right? Like, they may be trading kills, but St. Clair's taking up those key targets, right? That Reinhardt goes down. Okay, then that Lucio goes down. That Moira commits her ulti, but gets pushed completely off the point. She's forced to cancel her ulti halfway through and shift out of the fight. And it really just shows that, like, even though these two teams are showing an incredible amount of dominance, St. Clair just has that extra edge there. But unfortunately here we are seeing this fight go completely the opposite way. Derpy taking out Yustin, Prince Wada falling, and just as we were saying, those tanks and those healers, once they go down, the rest of the team falls. St. Clair getting poked out here, taking a ton of damage. That Zarya only on 55%, but incredible tracking onto Apostle. Apostle taking a large chunk of damage from that Zarya beam. And St. Clair's going to have to look for the reset here.
Well, you could have the best DPS in the world, but if you can't have a tank or a healer alive to support them, then you're going to be forced to regroup and have to try again.
Yeah, these fights are really crazy to watch because it kind of, like, it kind of looks like you're just watching a mirror, right? Like one team to the one, and then they swing it back and do it the other way around. We actually see, just as we're saying that, the mirror, the double grab comes out, followed by the coalescence for Skullets here, and that coalescence providing a ton of healing for the side of University of Texas. None of them go down. They trade out 3 kills, 4 kills now. Available dropping down as well. Apostle getting chased all the way back to base, and they're going to actually take him down here. That's a team wipe for University of Texas on this point.
University of Texas definitely has a roster full of skilled players here. St. Clair is going to have to push on to the point as soon as possible to even have a chance at winning this game.
We do, however, see on this final point here that there is the Shatter available for Wada alongside the Coalescence for Justin, but none of that's going to matter when you get hacked. Blank with the amazing flank in the backline here. That's an amazing hack on everybody. Nobody can use any of their abilities. St. Clair completely taken out of the fight here, getting those kills in the back. Apostle doing what he can, taking out Tinspire on the side, but he's not going to survive for much longer. There he goes down, and University of Texas is going to win this point 2-0.
Oh, Prince Wada says, no, not yet, and uses his ult, jumps onto point, making some space for their Doomfist. But looks like it's not going to work. Blank.
Yeah, I've spoken a little too soon, but they are kind of trickling in here. And we see often when teams trickle in, it's kind of hard to maintain control over that point. They're picking a lot of fast heroes, right? We switch to the ball, we switch to the Lucio, and yeah, eventually the straggling, the tricklers, they do get picked off. And indeed, the point is going to go to Texas. Maybe not as prematurely as I've said, but that is going to be a 2-0 on this Oasis map for the University of Texas Dallas squad.
That was the closest game I think we've seen yet in the, well, from the preseasons of both the leagues that St. Clair College is playing in. So definitely this game is going to be interesting. Could really go either way at this point.
For sure. I think the St. Clair squad here, you know, watching these games, after playing these games, really going to take some time to kind of evaluate how their attack is going. They've had kind of a similar strategy in the last couple 3 games. Prince Wada and Seymour obviously having a really good kind of synergistic tank line with those divers, being able to do what they can to take up the Lucios in the back, the healers in the back, picking through those Reinhardt shields. But now they're having the exact same thing done to them. And that's an unfamiliar experience. You know, you're used to being in the driver's seat. You're used to controlling the pace of the game. And all of a sudden, somebody's doing that to you. You know, we see these amazing Sombra flanks that are completely taking like Wada out of the fight every single time. We saw him get EMP'd and then hacked individually as well. That's like 10 seconds of silence, not being able to use any of your abilities. And that's really tricky for a team if you've never experienced that before, or at least not on the main stage in this season. As we've seen so far, you know, St. Clair having these really dominant wins. So very kind of new scenario for the St. Clair Saints this time around. Especially
when you have a Reinhardt. Getting your Reinhardt hacked is very scary because all he can do is swing his hammer. He can't put up his shield or anything. When that happens, you can't protect your team and it all starts to fall apart. Like, your Ryan might as well be dead if he's not holding up that shield or if he's not getting in a few quick swings of the hammer. So going into a fight without a shield is a very difficult thing to do. So definitely, I see why St. Clair had a bit of a rough time with that point there.
Oh, for sure. And especially, like, you know, those Reinhardt hammers, like you were saying, they do a lot of damage, but it's not enough. And it's not enough to make up for the fact that the rest of your team is taking just that much damage back. So really nice win for University of Texas Dallas here on this first. And we're going to take a quick little break here before we jump into our second map. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Overwatch right in a little bit.